What's up, Brook family? This is Pastor Jeremy, and we're going to be studying Philippians chapter 1 through verses 21 through 26. Okay? And whenever we approach the text, again, we always want to start out prayerfully asking, what do I see in this text? And jot down those observations. We're going to be paying attention to some keywords that are circled in blue there and some repetitions. And we want to make light of those. Okay? So, verse 21, for to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. If I am to live in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me. Let's pause there. Paul is writing this while being on house arrest in Rome to the church in Philippi. He had just finished saying that he wants to bring honor to Christ whether he lives or he dies, not knowing what would happen to his life after this. So he starts out with the word for. Whenever you see the word for beginning a sentence or after a comma, it's explaining a reason. It's giving a reason. And here he says, for to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. So he says, no matter what happens to me, I want to be about Christ. And what we see is the word live repeated twice in these two verses. So his reason for living was for Christ. But then verse 22 starts out with a conditional statement. Whenever you see the word if, that's what it signifies. If I am to live, so he says if I stay, that means fruitful labor. So he's saying that his life in Christ means that he has fruitful labor to do here on earth. He had a transcendent purpose, a reason for living. Let's continue. Yet which I shall choose, I cannot tell. Verse 23, I'm hard pressed between the two. My desire is to depart and be with Christ, for reason, again, that is far better. But to remain in the flesh is more necessary on your account. And we see the word flesh here mentioned twice. And when he says flesh, he's talking about his reason for living again. And whenever you see the word yet or but, that signifies contrast. And we see that he's in a conflict, almost like this friction. He wants to be in glory, but again, he knows that he has a purpose here on earth for the sake of the church. Let's continue. Verse 25. But on account of this, I know that I will remain and continue with you all for your progress and joy in the faith. Again, we see another repetition, the word remain. Again, he's talking about remaining here on earth. And he says it's for their progress and joy in the faith. So his reason for living or his fruitful labor was for the progress of the church in Philippi and many other churches and their joy in the faith. And then in verse 26, he begins with so that. Whenever you see the phrase so that signifies purpose. So this is his purpose. In me, you may have ample cause to glory in Christ Jesus because of my coming to you again. So he says him being with them or him seeing them again would lead to them glorifying God. So looking at this, we see that we have a reason to live for Christ. It's fruitful labor. It's for the progress and joy of others in the faith so that they may glorify God. So that's what I saw in this text. I hope you can continue to note some more observations. And church family, answer the question, how do your observations relate to the death and resurrection of Jesus? God bless you.